A few days ago, an extreme organization of masked men held an entire office as hostages. These extremists were very organized and had a plan of attack as well as escape. So with that being said, all security guards were accounted for. But only on paper, not in reality. And it was around noontime, so soon someone will try to get in, only to be greeted by two lifeless corpses posted up on the door. They were sick of Walmart destroying local drugstores and knickknack shops. In the process of transmitting that message, they murdered 30 victims. What they demanded was for all Walmarts to liquidate. When questioned what their plan was, they revealed that they were going to attack every branch's office until there was only one last one. The Mother Queen of all Walmarts. That is, of course, unless all Walmarts have liquidated. They then found out from the negotiator on the phone that they weren't even in the correct office. In fact, they were in an old office building that was specifically redesigned to help the mentally and physically handicapped, and in no way associated with Walmart. And so their escape plan was not going to go as planned. Well, everyone who was in that group was killed on sight. The only one who made it was the ringleader of this game. For he was clever and was never there. No, actually, in fact, the man negotiating was a man plucked off the street, who the gang found was a family man as well as the CEO of Walmart. Unfortunately, though, for the extremists, deceive them and die with him, the way he knew he was going to. For years after this was discovered, there were heavy-weighted discussions on if the man was a hero or a gutless coward. Was there another way he could have conducted his plan in which hostages were saved? Did he have to sacrifice a group of people for the greater good? And if it wasn't for him, would Walmart have been able to pull our country's ass out of depression all those years ago? This became such a popular topic that eventually became a theatrical musical and went on to win 5 Tonys every other year. Only to stop production when the actual ringleader raided the theater that the play was being performed at, and gave a speech about society's determination to glorify everything that is dramatic enough to get people to notice. He then revealed his body was strapped with bombs as well as having them planted all around the entire theater. Dramatically pulled a detonator, which was ironically synchronized with all the bombs, and then pressed it. 20 years later, the play reopened with a competing play of the Handman Theater bombing.
All our lives, we are misinformed and lied to about many things, such as how the government runs, what really goes on across the seas during the wars that America gets into. Also, terrorists' true involvement in attacks, as well as who their real personnel is. Santa Claus's magical beard, the Easter Bunny's egg-hiding abilities, and people's true inner thoughts as well as beliefs. And not just the ones they say, just to keep the conversations light and happy. Only to one day out of the blue, by a sad and depressed old man dressed in a black robe with a hood on. He told that everything was to keep us motivated and happy until the day he came to tell us all of this. Then he would pull out a sickle, and with one swipe, we would wake up to realize that it was all just a dream. And everything we thought to be true, the romances, the joys, the angers, the fears, were all about a dream with such information being fed to our subconscious mind by men in lab coats, conducting an experiment that would show how the mind believes only what it wants to. It would then be shipped off to a factory where we will live our lives manually, building state-of-the-art machinery, and one day lose it, jump into the machine threader with the hopes of killing themselves. Or so we would think Because when this would happen, you would wake up in the middle of a desert and see people dancing around an ignited wicker man to melodic music. And when you stand up, you'd ask why. And our lady responds, because that's the way she rolls. I roll so much salt away from you, high on LSD. And you'll realize this entire experience was due to your own intoxicated mind. Go home, take a shower, rethink your life, and write a story on your psychedelic epiphany.